Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to walk you through a question that keeps showing up in conversation. Headlines and late-night financial rabbit holes. Is the stock market bubble about to burst? And to get straight to the point, there are signs you shouldn't ignore. Right now, we're looking at a market where valuations in several sectors are stretched far beyond what the underlying companies are actually earning. When prices rise faster than profits, that gap eventually demands an answer. And historically, that answer comes in the form of correction. But here's where things get interesting. A bubble doesn't pop just because stocks are expensive. It pops when expectations become unrealistic and investors start believing that prices can only go one way up. And unfortunately, that belief is becoming more common. Look around. You'll see a wave of speculative behavior, new investors chasing the latest trend, money flowing into companies with little revenue but lots of hype, risk being ignored because everyone else is making money. These are classic signs that the market is running on emotion more than logic. Now layer in the bigger macro picture. Interest rates are rising. Credit is tightening. Cheap borrowing, the fuel that pushed asset prices higher for years, is no longer guaranteed. And when the cost of money goes up, the value of overinflated assets comes down. That's not fear-mongering. That's simple financial math. So does this mean you should panic? Absolutely not. Panic never made anyone rich. Preparation did. This is a moment to step back, analyze, and focus on the fundamentals. Look for companies with real profits, strong balance sheets, and long-term stability, not just flashy headlines or viral hype. Keep cash ready. Diversify intelligently. And remember, downturns aren't just risks. They're opportunities disguised in red candles. If a bubble does burst, the investors who stay rational, disciplined, and informed are the ones who come out stronger on the other side. So stay alert. Stay smart. And most importantly, make decisions rooted in reality, not emotion. We talk about market valuations hitting levels far above historical averages. We're not just tossing around a dramatic statement. We're pointing to a very real imbalance that deserves attention. Over the past few years, prices have climbed at a pace that simply doesn't match the growth of the underlying businesses. In many cases, the valuations we're seeing aren't being supported by earnings, cash flow, or even reasonable future assumptions. They're being supported by momentum, optimism, and in some corners of the market, pure speculation. Think about it this way. When a stock trades at a price that assumes a company will grow flawlessly for the next decade, any small disappointment, even a slight miss in earnings, can trigger a sharp pullback. And when enough companies start showing cracks, confidence fades. That's when valuations begin to realign with reality. We've seen this play out before, and it really ends quietly. This doesn't mean every stock is overvalued or that a collapse is inevitable. It simply means the disconnect between price and performance is widening. And the wider that gap gets, the more fragile the market becomes. And recognizing that fragility is the first step toward protecting yourself and staying ahead of whatever comes next. Another sign that the market may be overheating is the clear surge in speculative behavior, especially in sectors where hype is driving prices more than actual results. You can see it in the way investors are piling into companies they barely understand, hoping to catch the next big wave before it crests. It's the kind of behavior that feels exciting in the moment. Rapid gains, trending stocks, everyone talking about the same handful of names, but underneath that excitement is a worrying shift away from fundamentals. You'll notice this most in high growth corners of the market where valuations are built on assumptions rather than earnings. Companies with no profits, no proven long-term strategy, and sometimes not even a functioning product are seeing their stock prices skyrocket simply because investors don't want to miss out. That fear of missing out is powerful, and it can push prices far beyond what's reasonable. The real danger is that speculation creates a fragile environment. When people buy because they believe others will keep buying, the foundation becomes unstable. All it takes is a bit of bad news or a sudden shift in sentiment for the momentum to reverse. And when speculation unwinds, it unwinds fast. Another factor adding pressure to an already stretched market is the steady rise in interest rates and the shift toward tighter monetary policy. For years, low rates made borrowing cheap, which pumped a lot of fuel into asset prices. Companies could borrow easily, investors could take on more risk, and the entire market benefited from this wave of liquidity. But when rates start climbing, that environment changes fast. The cost of borrowing increases, future cash flows get discounted more heavily, and suddenly those sky-high valuations start to look a lot less justified. You see the impact most clearly in sectors that rely heavily on future growth. When money was inexpensive, investors were willing to overlook weak earnings because the promise of tomorrow felt almost guaranteed. But as rates rise, that promise becomes more expensive. The market begins asking tougher questions. Is the growth realistic? Is the business sustainable? Can the company actually deliver the results that justify its price? Tighter policy doesn't just affect companies. It affects investor behavior too. People become more cautious, capital flows slow down, and the margin for error shrinks. In an overvalued market, that shift alone can be enough to trigger a reset. In moments like these, The smartest investors aren't the ones trying to time the exact top or predict the exact day things might shift. They're the ones quietly preparing. Instead of getting caught up in the noise, they take a step back and focus on what actually matters. Strong fundamentals, steady cash flow, and long-term resilience. When the market feels uncertain, that's when discipline becomes an advantage. It's about trimming unnecessary risk, holding businesses that can weather volatility, and keeping enough liquidity to act when opportunities show up. Because the truth is, downturns aren't just something to fear. They can be incredibly profitable for anyone who stays patient and thinks rationally. When everyone else is reacting emotionally, the steadiness to buy quality at a discount becomes a powerful edge. And that mindset alone can turn a market pull back into one of the most rewarding phases of your financial journey.